G'day folks. Just a quick clip of a bloke I've been trying to catch for ages. If I was a cow, I could get right up close to this bloke, but I'm not a cow. Anyway, that's a cattle egret. His Latin name is Ardea ibis, which is weird because even the ibis doesn't have ibis in his Latin name. Go figure. These blokes were actually introduced into Australia in the 30s or 40s, between the 30s and 40s I should say, but there's so many thousands of them up in northern Australia that they reckon that they probably self-introduced down through the subcontinent and down through Asia. So these are the same as the guys that you see in Africa and I'm pretty sure the Americas. They're a lot like the great egret, Ardea alba, but their neck is shorter, and they kind of, as they walk, they bob their head. Whereas the great egret neck is a lot longer, as I said, and they stand and wait, you know, and pounce on things. Whereas these guys actively fossick around, and normally in wet areas, you know, flooded paddocks, and I'm standing at a fence where there's some cattle, so I'm sorry it's so bumpy. He's really a long way away now. Yeah, they'll eat mostly insects and little invertebrates, and they will take small fish and things like that. They'll also jump up onto the backs of cattle and grab things that are stirred up when the cows move. They nest in trees with other similar sorts of birds, Coconioformes. There's usually a fair few of them. If I pan out, you can see over there, there's some more. But not in huge numbers. According to what I'm reading, usually in the 10s to 20s mark, and that's about right from what I usually see. In the breeding, when they breed, they get a real sort of burnt orange neck feathers and around their face. It's quite marked. It's quite marked. You could be mistaken for thinking it's an entirely different bird. Sorry, there's some cattle trucks and stuff going past here. What else can I tell you about these guys? Yeah, as I said, the name is Ardea ibis, which is kind of weird because the ibis's first name in Latin starts with Questionis, and the word ibis isn't even in his name, but that's what these guys are called. So anyway, and it's not great footage because I'm a long way away and they're very hard to get close to. You can see that bobbing head action there. It took me quite a while to distinguish these between these and the great egret, but I've got it sorted now. These guys really do bob their head a lot, a bit like a pigeon or something as they move along. And the greater egrets will just stand and wait patiently and then spear a unsuspecting fish or something like that, frog, you know. And yeah, these guys nest in big colonies, up to thousands, with other birds like spoonbills and ibis and cranes and that sort of bird. So they nest in colonies together. Big untidy stick nests right next to a water source. Pretty much the same across the board. There's a few more over there. I reckon, yeah, like about 20 all up. And you can see where I am here. It's pastoral. These are the beautiful dairy country along the floodplains and river flats around the Piree area, and Piree and Tarara, sort of southeast of Nowra in New South Wales. Very rich soil, beautiful. In fact, look, there's got a cow over there. Just one. It's predominantly dairy. They do grow a bit of corn and stuff like that. But it's predominantly dairy. Big herds of Holstein Friesians, big herds. Anyway, it's not a cow study, it's a bit of a bird study. I finally got my cattle egret, Ardea ibis. As crummy as the footage is, it's about the best I can do. Unless I set up a hide or something like that. But this is just amateur. So that's the cattle egret, known throughout the world. Just hanging out with cattle. Aussie birds rock. Even the blow-ins. See ya.